The Lion King and the Forest Choice, a tale of leadership and unity. In the heart of a vast, untamed jungle, where the trees reached the sky and rivers shimmered like silver ribbons, there ruled a lion named Aro. His mane was as golden as the sun, and his roar was said to shake the very earth. Aro was not only feared, but deeply respected by all the animals, for he was the king of the jungle. Aro's kingdom was no ordinary jungle. It was a land of balance and abundance. The herds grazed freely, the birds sang their melodies, and even the smallest insects played their part in the great web of life. Aro ensured that peace was maintained. He was strong, brave, and fair. But ruling a kingdom was not without its challenges. One day, a fierce drought gripped the jungle. The rivers dried to mere trickles, the grass turned brown, and the once lush land seemed to wither under the relentless sun. The animals grew anxious and restless, their survival threatened by the scarcity of water and food. They turned to Aro for guidance, gathering beneath the shade of the ancient baobab tree, their voices filled with fear and desperation. Aro stood tall, his golden eyes scanning the crowd. He knew the responsibility of every life in the jungle rested on his shoulders. As he pondered a solution, a wise old tortoise named Sura approached. "The jungle speaks to those who listen," Sura said softly. "Perhaps, Your Majesty, the land holds the answer you seek." Aro decided to embark on a journey to seek the wisdom of the jungle itself. He set off alone, traveling deep into the heart of his kingdom, where the ancient spirit tree stood, a towering giant said to hold the secrets of the land. The journey was long and arduous, the heat unrelenting, but Aro's resolve was unwavering. When he finally reached the spirit tree, its great branches seemed to stretch endlessly toward the heavens. Aro sat beneath its shade, closed his eyes, and listened. At first, he heard nothing but the rustle of leaves and the distant call of a bird. But as he waited patiently, the whispers of the jungle began to speak. "The drought is a test," the jungle murmured. "The balance has shifted, and only unity will restore it. A king's strength lies not in his roar, but in his wisdom to bring his kingdom together." Aro understood. He returned to his pride and gathered all the animals once more. Standing beneath the baobab tree, he roared, not in anger or dominance, but as a call for unity. "The drought affects us all," he said, his voice carrying through the jungle. "If we work together, we can overcome it. The strong must protect the weak, and the wise must guide us all." The animals, inspired by their king's words, came together in a way they never had before. The elephants used their great strength to dig deeper into the dry riverbeds, uncovering hidden springs. The birds flew far and wide, scouting for distant sources of water and food. Even the smallest creatures, like ants, worked tirelessly to gather and share resources. Days turned into weeks, and slowly, the jungle began to heal. Rain clouds gathered on the horizon, and the first drops of rain fell, bringing life back to the land. The rivers flowed again, the grass turned green, and the animals rejoiced. Aro stood on the hill overlooking his kingdom, proud not of his strength, but of the unity and resilience of his subjects. The jungle had not only survived, but had grown stronger, bound by the bonds of trust and cooperation. From that day forward, Aro was not just a king of might, but a king of wisdom and compassion, and the jungle thrived under his reign. His legacy lived on in the hearts of all who called the jungle their home, a reminder that true leadership lies in bringing others together.